Good afternoon and welcome to 90 Minutes Live, which this afternoon finds us at Watson Park for Southern League Division 1 central action between Ware and Stotfold. Ware stand on the verge of making a little bit of club history. 4 clean sheets in a row so far for Wolves' team. Should they make it 5, it'll be the first time they've done that this century. I'm Pete Hill for live commentary coming up, and joining me on my right hand side, as always, a very good afternoon to our match summariser, Simon Alamandi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Another game, another Saturday, and we're looking forward to this. As you say, a little bit of history could be made here this afternoon. So let's see what happens.
Certainly will. Well, let's bring you team news. The teams are out on the park here. Nice to say it isn't raining anymore. As far as Ware are concerned, they just make one change. No Joe Jacobs today. Stefanos Georgiou comes in his place. So they'll start with Fred Burbage in goal. 2 fullbacks, Stefanos Georgiou on the right, David Sota on the left. 2 central defenders, Lewis Rose and Darian Furlong. Anchoring the midfield will be Nick Hahn and Freddie Moncur. And then Jack Dreyer will play just behind the front 3 of Joe Dearman, Liam Dawson and Ramaya Mills. On the bench for Ware, Richard Ennin, Matt Walsh, Declan and Shea, youngster Tom Kay and Dan Rumans. As far as Stotfold are concerned, well, their manager Brett Donnelly has rung the changes from their last appearance, which was a 2-0 defeat over North Lee last Saturday. Changed the goalkeeper, no Liam Gooch. Alfie Bonfield plays in goal. Lewis Franklin, who we know of course from his time at Welling Garden City. Callum Donnelly, who was signed late on this week. Experienced player signed from Bedford, makes his debut. Dan Sears, Luke Oswick, Katie Bagg, Lewis Smith, Curtis Aline, Henry Snee and Haroon Merial are the starting lineup for Stotfold. Alex Coppin, Mamadou Diallo, Robbie Buchanan, who we know well here of course, Aaron Hector and Harry Smith are on the bench. A referee this afternoon is Joshua Evans, comes from Essex. He's a school teacher, so he should be good at keeping things under control. We're just about to get underway with Stotfold in their yellow shirts and black shorts, wearing familiar blue and white stripes with blue shorts. Stotfold going to be kicking from right to left as we begin here in Southern League Division 1 Central. Long ball out onto that far side, straight onto the head of Darian Furlong. As Freddie Moncur picks it up inside the Ware half. Sends a chase for Ramaya Mills on that far side. He can't get there. Dan Sears will police it out of play. Certainly Dan Sears looking at him. I mean, we thought Fred Burbage was tall, but Dan Sears, the centre-back, tallest player on the pitch. 23-year-old in his 3rd season at Stotfold. As ball picked up on Mitch Hahn forward. Mills was in an offside position. So a line 20 flag goes up on the right-hand side here. It's going to be a free kick to Stotfold team, who started very well. They were in top 5 in the division after opening 3 games. It's dropped off a little bit for them. First time at this level, of course. They've only won 2 of their last 8 fixtures. Away from the home, they've only won 1 out of 5 so far. Coming forward here, though, and shot comes in and goes into the back of the net. So Ware's chances of getting a 5th clean sheet have been ruined inside the first minute. As Stotfold take the lead, Lewis Rose looks across the ball, who looks across to the bench and said, what was going on there? Well, Stotfold won in front.
Well, I mean, that was something we didn't see coming, was it? I don't think Paul's going to be happy with that. He's just managed to find absolutely acres of space and getting the boxes sorted beyond Fred Burbage into the net.
Well, we thought there might be goals this afternoon, and they have been. The way we've started. So Fred Burbage's record stops at 370 minutes before he conceded a goal. And Stotfold go 1 in front here at Watson Park. Plenty of time to go, of course. We're shaking a little bit like that, you would suspect. As David Sota gets the ball on the far side. There's a loose one inside, which is pounced on by Lewis Smith. Stotfold, they seem to have the bit between their teeth here. Left-hand side is Callum Kane, the left fullback, down the line to Harry Merrill. Merrill can't keep the ball in, runs it out of play. And Ware will have a throw in. So Merrill, it was he put the ball in the back of the net. His third goal of the season for Stotfold. Ware making their way up till fourth in the table, and it's a big afternoon for them in terms of other fixtures, because with Bedford taking on Cirencester and North taking on Kings Langley, the other four in the top five are all meeting each other. So it's really handy to get points here. At the moment they're trailing as Lewis Rose volleys it forward. Liam Dawson tries to get there, but Lewis Franklin gets there first, threads it down that right-hand side. Franklin continues to run, but Darian Furlong takes no prisoners and thumps it out straight into the trees over on that far side. Certainly, I think the coach here is going to be heard a little bit, Simon, for Stotfold.
It certainly sounds it. I mean, we aren't in our normal seats, are we? We are a little bit further along towards the away bench, but he's certainly making himself heard.
Yeah, Brett Donnelly is the manager there. And Stotfold have won themselves a early corner on that far side. Just joined us, where you been? You've missed the goal already. 3 minutes just gone here on 90 Minutes Live in association with Easy Shelf. And we're trailing by a goal to nil. They've won those 4 in a row, 3 in the league, 1 in the Hart Senior Cup against Harpenden. Just set up a nice tie here in December at home to Hempstead. Plenty of memories in that. It's going to be Lewis Franklin who's going to take the corner on the far side. 35 appearances for Welling Garden City for the young fullback. Takes it with the right foot. It's a decent looking one, but it's Ryan Mills who gets up there, headed away. Goal scorer Mariel puts it again for Franklin. His cross is headed out by Jack Dreyer, and here's Joe Dearman. Ryan Mills takes it on now down the right-hand side, flips it inside for Jack Dreyer. Mills continues. Liam Dalton's in acres of space. If they can find him, oh, this is a kick. Well, you would have put money on Liam Dalton burying his 10th goal of the season there. And a complete air shot as Stotfold come forward again. It's a lively start here at Watson Park. On this left-hand side is Curtis Elaine. His ball across the box, though he meets Darian Furlong, and Mitch Harm will bring in Joe Dearman on this near side. And well, you don't see Liam Dawson miss many of those.
No, not at all. I mean, the way that's been put in, he's found himself. He's got the space and time to play the shot. But as you say, complete air shot from him, and I think the whole game was a shot.
And you move to the opening goal here against Kempston a couple of weeks ago, which he put in from the far post. Bit chance long through, which released Joe Dearman, and has on his right hand side. Dearman's cross is short and just sort of volleyed out by Dan Sears. Now they've got themselves a throw in. Mitch Hard will take it. Maybe the first long throw of the afternoon from Mitch. Lewis Rose and Darian Furlong have stayed at home. Ryan Mills is something in the air to aim at though. Mitch's throw goes over the head of everyone. He's headed out quite easily to Mario, whose overhead kick is fielded by Joe O'Brien, the Ware assistant manager. And Ware will take that throw in with Lewis Rose. He continues racking up the appearances. 214th for Lewis this afternoon in a Ware shirt. Lewis Smith plays the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper Alfie Bonfield, former Edgware Town goalkeeper. He's not the biggest, but he's in the side this afternoon. He's Liam Gooch, not in the squad. Hit forward by Bonfield. Up goes Darren Furlong, but only headed out of play on that far side of the field. Throw's going to be taken by Lewis Franklin. Puts it back for Dan Sears. Chips it across the box, looking on the far post for Cady Bagg, but in the end it goes over the top. And Fred Burbage will collect the ball. as far as Ware's own record concerned, they've only been beaten once here. That was by North Lee when, I think by their own admission, they didn't perform the way they know they could. But they've scored 20 goals at home in just 7 home matches, and already 33 this season. Stotfold have found goals a little bit more difficult to come to from, because that one in the first minute was only their 14th of their inaugural season at step 4. Liam Dawson can't get round Franklin. The ball thumped against David Sota, but it must have got a little bit of a ricochet back off Henry Snee. And we'll have a throw-in. Darian Furlong will take this one from 10 yards inside the Stotfold half, right opposite our commentary position in the main stand at Watson Park. Lewis Rose in possession, chips it forward with a run of Jack Drayer. One is beaten to it, but they're coming in from Luke Oswald. Forward by Kilgio, good ball by Dreyer. Brings in Joe Dearman. Joe Dearman showed a little bit too much of it to Oswick, but Mitch Harm will pick up the scraps for Ware. Goes back to the halfway line for Lewis Rose. Forward, Stefanos Kilgio again. He wants Freddie Monker through. Freddie shot. He snatched wide of the target. I was thinking it might have got a deflection, but it didn't. But nice move, but Freddie just thrashed at the ball just a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, another good move from Ware. I think, as you say, Freddie, I think he's going to take that a little bit too quickly. I know there was the defender closing in on him, but I think he could have taken his time to use a bit more.
Well, the opportunities are there. There's no doubt about that. As Ware have already had a couple, and Stotfold have had one, which they put in the back of the net. So it's going to restart. Alfie Bonfield from the goal away to the right-hand side for Stotfold. He's kicked straight to Freddie Moncur. Moncur goes up with Donnelly. Donnelly, who gets the worst of it. The ball breaks on this near side. Ball comes across. Jack Dreyer comes in the way. Callum Kane with the cross for Stotfold. He's going to take the throw in from Agent Down player. Kane gets it back, and Marriott made his way to the left-hand side of the Ware box. Nobody picked him up, but thankfully, from our own perspective, he was offside. 9 minutes gone, first half here at Watson Park. 90 minutes live with Pete Simon in association with Easy Shell. Big afternoon, as I said, for Ware, because all the other teams in the top 5 are meeting each other. Big afternoon for Hertford as well. They're at home at the Smile IT Stadium against Tame United. Let you know how they get on at half-time. Fred Burbage, long kick forward up after Dearman, beaten fairly easily by Sears. She does most people there. As the ball headed on by Elaine, who gives Freddie Moncur a shove, but Freddie does well to keep his feet. Tries to find Liam Dawson on the far side, but ball runs out, and Stotfold got it back with not inconsiderable frame of Dan Sears. Straight to Darren Furlong, who volleys the ball out of play. Throw in to the visitors from Bedfordshire, but Stotfold right on the Bed's Arts border. Sears' long ball forward is pretty aimless, and Fred Burbage will collect it on one bounce in that lime green goalkeeping setup that he favours, and signals to his team to move up the field. Well, we've got 4 forward here. Jack Dreyer wearing 10, playing the 10 role in an advanced position. And Fred rolls it out to the edge of his area. Stotfold all inside their own half. As Fred's ball looks for Ramiah Mills on that far side. Franklin gets his head to it first. Sears is going to let it run, and that surely is a corner. Mistake by Dan Sears. He thought it was a goal kick, but it's clearly going off the head of Lewis Franklin. So Mitch Harm gets a chance to take Ware's first corner on that far side. This time Lewis Rhodes has come up from the back. Darian Furlong stayed at home. And here comes Mitch's corner from that far side. Mitch's corner, long one, here's in, goes Lewis Rhodes, gets his head to it, but can't get any purchase on it, and the ball goes behind tamely for a corner. just get the feeling Ware are getting their breath a little bit after conceding that goal inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think as you said at the time, it's not about expecting to go 1-0 down so quickly. It is a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it, when that happens? So I guess, as you said, it's taking a little bit of time to develop. But I think they've done well. They've had those couple of chances. And it's been quite a fast-paced start to the game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good game to watch so far. And, I say Ware in shock. Well, I suppose that extra shock comes with having conceded and kept 4 clean sheets on the trot as well. And all going after a 7-1 thumping at Bedford, of course. Henry sneezed ball across the box, or attempted ball across the box, bounces off of David Soter. He's the Swiss Army knife defender, as the saying goes these days. Pops up at right back, left back, centre of midfield, the centre of defence as well. Giorgio's header bounces to Callum Donnelly, but Stefano Giorgio gets it back. Brings in Joe Dearman. Just a little bit too much. Paul Halsey didn't like that. Joe O'Brien shouting, as he normally does. But Stotfold have got a throw in. Gallum Kane on his left-hand side. Fairly diminutive, both full-backs for Stotfold. Callum Kane and Lewis Franklin. High up behind the ball, Mitch Hahn. Sears doesn't deal with it. And Ryan Mills is on the right-hand side of the penalty area. And Mills tries to turn his way around the Goswick. But in the end, there's too much. And the ball goes out for a goal kick to the visitors. They were in 9th place this morning in the division, which is led by Bedford, but North Lee have closed within 2 points of the leaders. And part of that, of course, down to a 2-0 win at Stotfold this time last week. Alfie Bonfield led on the goal away to the right-hand side. Decent kick, but in fact, Lane had Darian Furlong on his back, and the referee had judged it was to be a free kick to the visitors. As Franklin will take the free kick, pushing players forward. Sears has come up from the back as Oswey. He plays it short down the right hand side to Snee, but the referee wasn't ready, so he's going to have to do it again. Queuing up on the edge of the area. And Sears, we said, towering above all of them as Franklin chips it in. Up they go, it is Sears who gets his head to it, and they blast the ball over the crossbar when he was really well positioned. Ware caught out by the header from Sears, and Lane should have done better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how he's managed to put it so far over the bar from that distance. You would have at least expected it to be an attempt on target.
Well, he hasn't played much this season. It's only his 2nd appearance for Stotfold. Maybe a little rusty, and he certainly, if he easily showed it there, of blasting the ball over the top of the crossbar. Fred Burbage from the goal away to our left. Sunshine is given way to Level Grey Skies, who feel that the rain will be back soon. It's tugged back by Callum Donnelly. And be worth a word from the referee. Donnelly, of course, been there, seen it, done it, got the t-shirt. Nearly 600 appearances in non-league football for the 35-year-old. Useful signing for Stotfold. So we're about 35 yards out, just to the right of the D, on the edge of the 18-yard area. Mitch Hahn is there with Joe Dearman. And Stotfold are arranging a 3-man wall at the moment, which is now augmented to 4, with Muriel there, along with Lewis Franklin, Donnelly and Kane. Ware have kept 2 back, Stotfold have got 2 forward. So Joe Dearman with the left, Mitch Hahn with the right. And the option's going to be Mitch Hahn with the right off the top of the wall and behind for Ware's 2nd corner. Mitch will take the corner, just near side. Darian Furlong's come up and stayed up, come back this time around. And Stotfold's got 3 players outside their area. Confident from the visitors. Here's Mitch Hahn's corner, all the way through and headed out in the end by Oswig on the far post. Only as far as Lewis Rose, finds Freddie Moncur. Freddie's there with Kane. who manages to rob him of the ball. Freddie gets a boot in, but in the end it goes behind for a goal kick to Stotfold. Next up for Ware is a trip to Biggleswade next Saturday before Barton Rovers come here the Saturday after. Stotfold have got a game against Tame and then a tricky one against league leaders Bedford. That's a couple of league engagements. Ariel flicks the ball on. Here's Henry Snee. Snee controls it well, fires in the shot straight at Fred Burbage. He's got some scoring record. He came from Sheffield Town and Kempton. He scored 65 goals on 3 seasons there. Joe Demon's pulled down and it's going to be Payne who's going to get just a little bit of a word from our school teacher referee Joshua Evans. Mitch Hahn will take the free kick for Ware. 18 minutes gone here at Ogden Park in Central League Division 1. 90 minutes live in association with Easy Shelf. Lewis Rose chips it forward. Everybody lets it go once it ducks under it. And it goes behind for a goal kick to the visitors who lead 1-0. Thanks to a goal inside 2 minutes from Haroon Meriel. It's third of the season for Stotfold. And in terms of their goals, it's only the 8th they've scored in the opening 45 minutes in the league this season. Bonfield where he starts, all the way to the right hand side. Mitch Hahn just sticks out a foot and in the end beats a lane to it. Darian Furlong skies it. That's the highest one so far. Way on to the head of Sears. Back in by a bit of aerial tennis on that far side. Snee finally brings it down to planet Earth and volleys it forward, and the aerial tennis continues with forward by Darian Furlong. Back in the air by Kay. Controlled well by Bag's ball looking to release a lane, and Freddie Burbage's starting position, as we know it is always good. Comes out, snatches it away. And number 9, Freddie Mantel's long ball forwards. Linesman's flag up. Quite sure. Take a pick between Ramai Mills and Liam Dawson as to who was offside. These teams have never met in the league, by the way. First meeting in the league. They met in the FA Vars in 1999. Stotfold were the winners here. And then you have to go back to 1983 when Ware won at Stotfold in the East Anglian Cup rather. In 1981 when Stotfold won 1-0 in the same competition. David Soto comes to pull the ball down the line, takes a ricochet out of play off Lewis Smith, and Ware have a throw in which Darian Furlong will take. The rain is falling once more at Wilson Park. Jack Dredd picks up the ball midway inside Stotfold at half. Liam Dawson turns this way, turns that back to Jack Dredd, who finds Freddie Moncur. Ramai Mills left hand side now. Couple arriving in the box. Mills tries to get it across, but once again takes it on too far. He did down the right hand side of the goal about 5 minutes ago. He's done it on the left hand side now. And ball going out. Very much first choice now. Ramai Mills with Theo Ofori having joined Harrow maybe his debut for them in the week. In the 2-2 draw against Didcot in the Southern League Premier South. Well, all about Didcot, of course. They're the last team to keep a clean sheet here back in February, 11th of February, when they beat Ware 1-0. Stotfold got a throw in. Snee will leave it to Lewis Franklin. Franklin midway inside the Ware half on that far side of the field. It's up Snee again. Franklin gets it back with the right boot. He finds a lane, he's offside, fires in the shot, but Fred Burbage was in the way anyway. The Stotfold substitutes make a jog in front of us, one of them being Robbie Buchanan, who we know well from his 41 appearances here for Ware at Watson Park. final against Northley amongst them. But here's Callum Kane. Kane fires in the shot and Furlong does well to get in the way. Charm picks it up. David Sota will just thump the ball forward. Franklin looks above him and Liam Dalton manages to collect the ball. Does he? No, he doesn't. It looked to bounce off his elbow. Don't quite know whether it did. It's a throw-in that's been given. Back to Fibon Field. It's a little bit of an autumnal chill at Swadson Park halfway through the first half here in Southern League Division 1 Central. It won't be chilly in the Ware dressing room if this continues. They drive here. Golden nil. Charlie Ford and Liam Dalton. Apparently he's done well against Dalton so far. As the ball to his corresponding fullback Callum Kane, but his ball forward is a loose one. And we go on the play for the goal kick to Ware. It's a lively start. A little bit of a dip over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it has settled down a little bit. As you say, after those first 10-15 minutes when it was full of action and plenty of chances, it seems to have settled down.
Ware with an opportunity here. Durman's outnumbered by yellow shirts. Hits the deck, referee doesn't give anything, and Donnelly comes away with the ball. Long ball looking for the lane, he's not going to get it in. And Furlong just shields him away from the ball. And the ball throw in to Ware. Deep inside for own half, Stephen Georgia. Have you seen any of those storming runs down the right-hand side from him? You know he's capable of. Let's throw this back to Fred Burbage. Fred with the trusty left boot looks to search out Liam Dalton again. The ball, Dalton's complaining that he was held by Lewis Franklin. Referee not impressed, and Dean Sears will pick up the ball for Stotfold. Sears back to his goalkeeper Alfie Bonfield. Bonfield on this near side for Luke Oswick. On the Biggleswade and Royston player. Oswick's ball is again fairly aimless and drifts out of play. Fred Burbage will restart for Ware. Lewis Rhodes will get it. His Lions flag went up for offside. Leave it to Darian Furlong. We've got those four forward again. It's a long one aims at Dalton, but once again it's Franklin gets the better of him with a header. This time Liam's got the ball back and finds Jack Dray. Dray for Freddie Moncur. He's put under immediate pressure though. Finds Jack Dray. Good work by Freddie Moncur. Jack Dray looking to tee up the shot. Bounces over Dan Sears, but only as far as David Sota on that far side. And Sota nips it off the shins of Henry Snee. And Ware will have a throw in parallel to the edge of the 18-yard area, and I think we know what's coming here. And if Stotfold have done their work, they'll know what's coming here as well. Darian Furlong has got the ball. Lewis Rose has come up from the back. Still two forward for the visitors, two back for Ware. Throw will come in from Darian Furlong, headed out strongly by Dan Sears, but picked up by Freddie Moncur. Back to Furlong, chips it into the box, up goes Lewis Rose, and it's thumped clear by Callum Kane. To the chest of Lewis Smith, chips it forward, but Giorgio's in the way. Pull back and reach it, and it goes in, and in the end the ball ricochets over to David Sota, who puts it back to his goalkeeper Fred Burbage. Footed downfield. Fred looking for Liam Dalton. Once again he's got Franklin in his back. This time he does collect the ball. It's an opportunity to turn. Liam Dalton once again trying to get inside Franklin. Franklin is putting a real thorn in Liam Dalton's side. Because his top scorer, he missed that big chance early on. He's been tipped by the young right back so far. Lewis Rose to the halfway line for Joe Dearman. Lewis will get it back because Rose had Colin Kane on his back. Romano Mills can't control it, slips under his foot. And Oswick finds Sears. Sears long ball looking for the frizzy haired Henry Snee on that far side. Good work by Freddie Moncur. Mitch Harm will pick it up midway inside the Ware half. Look for Dearman. gave him a lot to do, and Donnelly will put it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Alfie Bonfield. 27 minutes gone, first half here at Watson Park. We're near Stotfold 1. Inside the second minute, as Giorgio's header finds the goal scorer. His ball forward for Lewis Smith. Lewis Smith making good progress. The number 8 plays it to his right and finds Henry Snee. Snee goes round David Soto, chips it across the box, and it's away by Giorgio. As he had bags sniffing there. As Franklin goes in to Mitch Hahn, who feels that he should have had a free kick inside the area. But Stotfold will get a throw in. Be taken by Lewis Franklin. Well, they made the changes after their own defeat against North Lee, trying to pep the team up. And it's certainly done that so far for the visitors. They lead here by 1-0. Franklin's cross, headed in! Oh my word! Great chance by Lewis Smith. Puts it wide of the target. Ware didn't pick him up, and that should have been 2-0.
Yeah, that should have been lovely cross that was put in, and he's connected really well with it. But unfortunately for him, he's just put it wide. Obviously nothing for Ware, but it still remains 1-0.
Yeah, that chances at either end will still remain, Simon said, at 1-0 to the visitors. Elicits another shout from Joe O'Brien from inside the Ware technical area. Mills can't get at it. Oswick hits it towards the halfway line. Lane picks it up and then gets it away from Freddie Moncur. And here comes Smith again. This time he has his progress blocked by Darian Furlong. Complains to the referee, but nothing doing. Furlong will pick it up from Fred Burbage. Long ball forward, rather hopeful one. Sees isn't under any pressure and returns it with interest. We'll see a few of those later on when England take on South Africa in the Rugby World Cup, I think. As Mitch Hahn gets a shove in the back from Lewis Smith. Ironic cheers come from their supporters on the far side. And then we have a free kick. It's about 10 yards inside their own half. Hahn will prepare to take. It's going to be a debate with our referee. Still Evans. It's quite a lengthy one as well. So the ball comes to Lewis Rose. So is he going to take it? Or is he going to leave it to Fred Burbage? In fact, Darian Furlong. Nobody's quite sure at the moment. The conversation between Mitch and the referee has finished, and it's going to be Darian Furlong who's going to take the free kick from inside his own half. Long ball on this near side. Whenever Joe Dearman does rather good in play, Oswick puts it out at play, and we'll have a throw in. Mitch Hahn the first to react. Lewis Rose reacts by jogging inside the penalty area for Stotfold. Giorgio offered the short one. Mitch not impressed, so he's going to hurl it towards that 6-yard box. He does bounce off Lewis Rose's back. Flag goes up immediately. And Stotfold give themselves a free kick. And they're going that way to the right-hand side. It's going to be Bonfield who will take that free kick for them. Bedford leading the table, North Leigh 2 points behind, and then you've got 3 teams on 16. Cirencester, Ware and Kings Langley, separated just by goal difference, which makes the ball wrong. Headed further forward by Lewis Rose, down the line by Joe Dearman. Good defending by Oswick, who gets there ahead of Maya Mills. Chipped forward by Gallum Donnelly, headed on this near side to Giorgio, and in the end it was a volley clear by Darian Furlong. Back inside the Ware half, the aerial tennis continues. Giorgio goes up and gets a free kick for Ware, which Mitch Hahn will take. In fact, he'll leave it to Darian Furlong. Deep inside his own half. Joe O'Brien shouting get higher to his players. So in fact they leave it to Fred Burbage. Money forward to aim at for Fred here. Forward and if I remind Mills, Oswick again solid in the air. Back goes down under challenge from Georgia right in front of Stotfold. Stotfold will get themselves a throw in. 13 minutes to go before half time here. What's become soggy wogs and bark. One trailing by a goal to nil. Scored after 1.5 minutes. Perun Mariel from Stotfold. One field with the bright orange boots. Good kick forward to the edge of the area. Furlong's there first. Dragon only head it down to Kane. And Metron gets it out of play for a throw in. So Donnelly will take, not from there though. He's going to have to go a little bit further back, and in doing so he decides to leave it to Callum Kane. Kane looking a little bit of movement. Hasn't done a lot at the moment. Tries to get a bit now from Mario, who picks the ball up, feeds the left fullback again, down the line for Bag, and looks to turn inside Stefanos Giorgio, but in the end, Ware does well, leaves his team to throw him right down by the corner flag on his near side of the field. It's going to be Giorgio, Ware youth player, of course, before we sort of pastures new. Sears completely squeeze the ball out of play here right in front of us. We'll have a throw in. The Miamians will leave it to Mitch Hahn. Mitch wants to take the long one, expecting the players to come near towards him. Joe Dearman does, but Mitch finds Jack Dreyer. Puts the ball back with his break. Joe Dearman tries to turn on the edge of the area. Good footwork, but Sears gets there in the end of the sliding challenge. And Mario picks the ball up for Stotfold, finds Henry Sneed. That's a good ball on the halfway line, but Sneed gives it away to Darian Furlong. His long ball forward is an aimless one. He'll drift out of play on that far side of the field. Coming up for 10 minutes before the break. You know, it's going to be hot in the Ware dressing room. It stays like this. Simon, what do you think Paul will be saying? Like the clean version of good?
I don't think he'll be impressed with the goal, and be a couple of Stotfold chances. They have a couple of chances clear where the Ware defensive failed to pick up the Stotfold forwards. But I think there's been a couple of promising attacks from the Ware team, and I think it's just a case of you've still got another 45 minutes to go. Keep going, you keep doing what you're supposed to do and what you know you will do. Then hopefully things will happen.
Yeah, I think I'm in the Joe O'Brien category. I think that Mitch Hahn and Freddie Montgomery at times need to push further forward, because there's a little bit of a disconnect between the front three and midfield. It's almost a front four the way that Jack Gray is playing, fired in by Liam Dalton. A little bit of frustration with that on anything. There's long ball thought by us what should be Fred Burbage's. Players in front of him, and not been his half so far. It's been a fairly spectacular return to his old stamping ground from Bobby's Bar. But this afternoon's been disappointing so far for Ware's top scorer. Fred Burbage looks up, left foot, long one forward. He looks for Liam Dodson. Goes up though, outside.
About the frustration, you can see the frustration there in Liam's face as well. I mean, Lewis Franklin is dealing with him pretty well, but it does seem to be holding on to him, putting his shirt, holding his arm. So I think that's maybe where the frustration is coming from with Liam.
Lewis Franklin, who was brought away in Garden City by Nicky Ironton, of course, who had no qualms at all about putting him into the Welling Garden City side when he was only 18. Decent prospect. Long kick forward. Darian Furlong gets there first. It's Mitch Hahn. Flips it away from Lewis Smith, who gets back on level terms, but only to give Ware a throw-in on that far side, which Darian Furlong, the 6, will take down the line over the head of Jack Dreyer. Donnelly can't control it, and Sears will just volley it back towards our halfway line. Here's Jack Dreyer on that halfway line. Long ball forward, looking for Joe Dearman. Skipped off the turf here. Joe's going to have to go somebody down here and can't do so. It was a good idea. at the end it skipped off the wet 4G here at the Watson Bar before the rain continues to fall.
And he almost took out our French
I wonder if we've got a good picture of that. Sliding Joe Demon coming towards you.
Bit of a close-up.
The Bonfield board will restart all the way right. The half-time sequence, as always, tell you a little bit about Stotfold. I'll also tell you about some great stuff from Ware's youth team. A few fixtures to come forward, and also the Golden Boots. So we'll tell you all about ladies' football scene in East Hearts region, with a big Sunday to come for them. Can't say any more than that. As ball is threaded back to Fred Burbage. Forward for Fred Moncur, who can't control it. Callum Donnelly's fine. Henry Snee in advanced position, looks to put it over Fred Burbage, and Fred did well. Saw all of his 6'4". The ball goes past him at the end. It's Stefanos Georgia who heads it off the Ware line with a goalkeeper beaten. A strange passage of play. Firstly, it was Snee trying to chip it over Fred Burbage, who just manages to get it, put it back, and then as the ball came across, everybody missed it. And then was Giorgio putting it off the Ware goal line.
Fantastic save up first floor. I mean, we know he's a big lad, he's 6'4", but he's just about reaching with the very tips of his fingers. I mean, when that ball's come back across, Giorgio had to be very observant and managed to head it back off the line into safe arms.
Couldn't afford to go too low down, you feel. 1-0, very much in the game. Attention at the other end is lively Stotfold team recruit. There's Jack Drane. Down by Lee Boswick, who's going to get a yellow card. Drane is making decent progress there. Referee calling the Stotfold number 6 towards him. And Lee Boswick will be the first one to see yellow.
If he gets a yellow card, does he get detention as well?
Maybe he has to do lines.
Yes,
I shall not side anyone down halfway through my own angle. He's right out 100 times. Referee would be good at doing the notebook. Top notch at that. As Mitch Hart prepares to take a free kick for Ware, but a decent time to get back on level terms here. Handed away, Matt. Rose up from the back, good kick, and once again, it's a referee's whistle as Lewis Franklin hits the deck. Says there was an infringement there, and Stotfold will have themselves a free kick. 5 minutes to go before the break. It's the visitors who lead here on the Golden Nil against the winner side, who are looking to establish themselves further in the top 5 in the division. Furlong misses out this time. It's Elaine who is adjudged to have fouled the Ware man. And they have a free kick midway inside their own half, which Darian Furlong will take. Long lofted ball on this side, looking again for Joe Dearman. Had half a chance of getting the last one, not much chance at all of getting that one. That will probably be something that, one thing I'm sure Wolsey will want to do is get Stefanos Georgio higher up the pitch, because we haven't seen any of those runs down the right hand side.
No, he's not had those opportunities for him to play at all. I think, with those run balls, especially what it's been put in towards Joe Dearman. Obviously, with the rain and the weather we've had so far today, it doesn't help because it just skids off his surface and runs forward so much more.
Ball forward by Mitch Hahn, out by Sears. Gray gets it back. Oswick volleys it forward and back. Could be in here. Back side. Rolls the ball across the box. It's Henry Sneak coming in, and that was good defending in the end by David Soto. Darian Furlong flies in, and I've got a feeling it's a red card. Well, he flew in. I'm not sure about that, I've got to say. But things are going from bad to worse here at Watson Park. Darian Furlong has been shown a straight red by a referee, Mr. Evans, and Ware down the 10.
Well, the referee obviously is a little bit face. I can't see him. Maybe we'll have a look on the video at half time. But he's made no. He's made his decision very quickly, hasn't he, the referee? He's blown his whistle. He's pulled his card straight out of his pocket and gone over and shown Darian the red card. And that's not the sort of thing that Paul's going to want to do. He's got 1-0 down already, and down to 10 men for the second half.
Haroon Mario's the goal scorer. He's still down. Attended to on that far side by Ryan Jeffries, the Stotfold therapist. The referee very quick to produce a red card. It's Ware's first red of the season, and it's going to mean there's going to be some changes here because Dan Rumens is about to come on. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to be sacrificed. Could be Jack Brown, actually. Let's have a look. Perhaps it's Freddie Moncur. It's always unfortunate for a player. Freddie's got to take one for the team here as he comes off and Dan Rumens comes on. And Freddie will be disappointed, but I'm sure he'll know the score. Yeah, Freddie, he's very level-headed, he's a very sensible guy, really nice guy. And he'll be disappointed to come off, so he'll know it's for the benefit of the team. He'll know that someone has to come off and replace, a sensible defender. Unfortunately for him, he's the one that's been sacrificed. Well, we'll see what they do, but they've got a free kick to defend the first of all. Callum Kane is over the ball, straight into the wall. It would be 10 yards actually. Why did the referee made him go off? And he's just waiting back on because there's a red card. If there's a card, you shouldn't have to go on. No, absolutely right. And the referee, Joshua Evans, was absolutely wrong there. Detention for the referee. It's Franklin's throw. It's out Henry Snee. Franklin will get it back across the area. Lewis Smith, oh, that was a great save by Franklin. Diving away to his right-hand side. The ball looked to have gone beyond him. It was a super save for the Ware goalkeeper. And breaking at the other end there. Joe Dearman, look at Liam Dawson. That's another one. Oh, yet again. Easier to put it in, surely. Liam Dawson has put it past the post. Great save at one end. Should have been 1-1 at the other. And that one for Liam, it looked like it just probably just about to win it, about to change his shot. To do that again, and he will be very, very frustrated with himself if they do it. He could have had 2 goals to go by. Well, that could be in front, they're a goal behind, and down to 10 men. I think Joe Dearman's been the one what's happened here is they've gone for a 4-3-2, I think, formation. Joe Dearman and Jack Gray have pulled back alongside Chan in midfield. And Ryan Mills and Liam Dalton left up front. Dearman tries to close down Callum Kane, his long ball forward. Will be over the head of Fred Burbage and go behind for a goal kick. Lining up here, it's almost a 4-2-3, which is a great formation, but they need to go back and get back in the game, of course. Because free kick, long run forward, and Alan Donnelly goes down on the challenge from Ryan Mills, and we go into time added on for stoppages at the end of the frustrating first half for the home side. Good one for the visitors. Very pleased going in one in front and also facing only 10 men for the rest of things here. 2 minutes to be added on from Simon. Long kick forward by Bumfield onto the head of Lewis Rose, back in by Callum Donnelly, picked up by Bag. Bag turns well away from Giorgio, tries to fire in the shot all the way on the ground and fielded easily by Fred Burbage inside the 6-yard box. Fred looks up. Pensive, I think, is the word for Joe O'Brien and Bo Halsey inside that technical area. Just between them making up what they're going to say at half-time. Here's Liam Dawson. Dawson shrugs aside Franklin, but the ball diverts to Giorgio. Pulls on the pass over for Maya Mills. Mills' control is poor. And in the end, when he slips and goes into the goalkeeper on field, but you've got to say, Ramaya had no malice at all there. It was just unfortunate that he slipped and get it into the goalkeeper.
Yeah, no, you can tell from the way that he went into it, completely unintentionally. That's what's going to happen on this surface. They're screaming at the ref and screaming for him to do something about it. But there's nothing you can do about that one. If the referee did punish him, it would be very, very unfair indeed.
Yvonne Field's back up. No complaints from him. He starts, and that's going to be the last action. A pretty dramatic first half, it must be said, here at Watson Park. Stotfold taking the lead inside 2 minutes through Marielle and Ware down to 10 men, 4 minutes from half time. A straight red for Darian Furlong. Half time at Watson Park, Ware 0, Stotfold 1.
Joe Brian's gone straight down there as soon as the whistle went, and obviously I know the level isn't great, but they might want to get some relief from this weather. But I've got a feeling that they want to get in there and put their point of view across their power.
Yeah, I think they might want to get in there and get away from where Woolsey stands as well. We'll wait to see on that one, and then we're into the half-time sequence here on 90 Minutes Live in association with Easy Show. We tend to mop up a bit of football news, tell you about our opponents as well and where they are from. Just going to have another look at that sending off, which we've got a video I think Darian does get player before ball, is my reading of that. Difficult to see, but I think the referee's right in that decision. I'm sure Wolsey will want to look at that a little bit later on, and we'll show it to him. It does seem that Joshua Evans got the right decision in giving the red card. So, Stotfold, right on the Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire border. It is in Bedfordshire, but probably got more links with Hertfordshire as a county. Now, why is Stotfold called Stotfold? Well, it goes back many, many years, and it's thought to be from northern cattle drovers who drove their cattle down the A1. Couldn't do that now, could you? It's having big trouble. But they broke the journey down the A1 by stopping at a place where their cattle, who were called stots at the time, were put in pens, which were called folds. So hence the name of where they stopped was the stots in the folds, and it was called Stotfold. So don't believe me on the Stotfold local history site, because that's what they say about how the village got its name. Stotfold Watermill was one of 4 in the village originally, and they were all mentioned in the Domesday Book. It's the only working one left. It's open to the public and run by the Stotfold Mill Preservation Trust. So good luck to them for all their charity work in keeping that monument open. Famous people from Stotfold: Nikki Hunt, she's an archer, won Commonwealth gold in 2010. Victoria Pendleton, Olympic, World, European and Commonwealth champion cyclist, was brought up in Stotfold. 2007, the the cycle track in 2007 between Arlesey and Stotfold was named after Victoria, the Victoria Pendleton Cycle Bar, with a mouthful. She's now a jockey, of course, and rides horses. And she was in Strictly as well, Series 10, isn't she? I'm not sure which. Mrs. H is the Strictly fan. She knows all about that. I'll have to ask her. But she was certainly in Strictly Series 10. Also, Craig Vi, who's an actor. He played Ethan Scott in The Hollyoaks, evidently. He was in Emmerdale, Doctor's Casualty, and he's also a Spurs fan. Kind of everything.
I'm saying nothing.
And players that have played for Stotfold, a couple actually. I don't remember Irish international Phil Gray. He was a Football League player who played for Northern Ireland, got over 40 caps, and also Ian Allinson, who not only was former Luton and Arsenal player, of course, former St Albans manager, but he's also managed Stotfold 4 times as well. So well known, Ian Allinson, in the area of Stotfold. So that's just a little bit about our visitors here this afternoon. It's their first season at Step 4, having come out of Spartan South Midlands football, where they did rather well, and making a good fist of it at this level for the first time in their history. A little bit of news is that we told you about Ronnie Wraith a couple of weeks ago, the Ware under-13 player who was tragically struck by lightning in a game at Seal School in Hertford. Ronnie was rushed to Addenbrooke's Hospital, put in an induced coma, and everybody was rather worried about him. There's still a banner up actually behind the goal away to our right-hand side, wishing him well from everybody at Ware Football Club. And the news, I'm really glad to tell you, is positive. Ronnie's out of his induced coma. He's been up and he's now being encouraged to walk by the doctors at Addenbrooke's. Still got a long road ahead, of course, but really positive news that young Ronnie is up and out of that induced coma. And of course we wish him well, and we'll keep you up to date with his progress when we learn it. There was action in the Arts Senior Cup in the week. Not good action for Wellingborough City. They went down 2-1 at Sawbridgeworth. Bit of a corker of a goal from our friend Josh Bryant. His first one for Wellingborough City, but it wasn't enough to keep them in the competition. Having said that, Mark Weatherston made a number of changes from last Saturday's team and gave some time out to some squad players. But they're out of the Arts Senior Cup. Ware are very much in it, of course. They're due to play Hemel Hempstead here. Tie's got to be completed by the week ending the 16th of December. So my guess is that will occur sometime early in December. Hertford are in Hearts Senior Cup action this coming Friday, 7:45 the kick off at Smile IT, and they take on Enfield. Neither team have got a game next Saturday. So I spoke to Ian Bush last night, and he said, well, we decided to put that tie there. So for once, the Hearts FA website, which does have some strange timings on ties, have got it absolutely right. It is on Friday night at 7:45. Two teams playing for a place in the second round. So a little bit of football news. Come back to the Golden Boot and Ware's youth team. I think Simon's got some news from elsewhere in the league.
Yeah, I have. I've got the half-time results, or almost half-time results. Start off at AFC Dunstable. They are 4-0 down against Waltham Abbey. Let's remember, I think it was last week, Waltham Abbey were 3-0 up at half-time and ended up losing, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Aylesbury United 0, Hadley 2. Hadley, they've been going well since we saw them, and Sibley wasn't too impressed. They've been going really well, haven't they? So Barton Rovers, they are playing Biggleswade, and Barton Rovers are 1-0 up. Bedford Town are facing Cirencester Town, and Bedford are 1-0 up. Hertford Town are 3-1 up against Tame United. Ryan Burnell and Sendedge with the goal, and I'm waiting on news of the third goal. That's on Twitter, so I'm just waiting for that to come through there. Leighton Town 0, Hempston Rovers 1. Northley, who, as Pete said earlier, they've been going great guns and on a really good form. They are 3-0 up on Kings Langley. And Biggleswade Town 0, Kidmilton 1. And also AFC Welling, with about 5 minutes to go, they were 3-2 up on Tots FC. Jason's back with the first goal. He got a red card as well. Liam Boyajo and Kendall Giampi with the goals from there. So I'll let you know. And it is Sendedge with the Hertford's second goal. So 2 goals for him in Hertford's 3-1 lead. Let's have a quick look for AFC Welling, see if the final whistle has gone there. And no news, so I'm going to sit and say that's still 3-2.
Sendedge had a good game last week against Wellingborough City. continuing that good form. We know that if you heard it on No Less Live post-match, Ben was disappointed. He thought he should have won the game last week. And so he said that they need a goal scorer. Well, they found one this afternoon. 3-1 up against Taney, which is good for them. Let's have a look then at the Golden Boot. And Jamie Marshall of Hertford Heath was the real striker in form last week. He scored a couple for Hertford Heath, and he's now gone to the top of the Golden Boot with 14. Evan Mabona, who drew a blank, as did Hadfield Town last week in Hart Senior County League, still on 13, so Kamari Collington is also there on 12. Charlie Earwood of AFC Welling on 10. Harry Watson of Buntingford and Liam Dawson from Ware, of course, on 9. Liam will probably feel he should now be on 11, having missed those 2 chances in the first half. And Louis Debenham, our friend from West Mill, is on 8. So that's the man's Golden Boot. What's happening with the ladies?
Well, women's Golden Boot, it's pretty much at the top of the same as last week. Laura Cousins with 8 and Claire Cranfield with 7 from Sherrard's Wood. We've got a 4-way tie for 3rd place, all with 5 goals. Christina O'Connell from Watson Park, Nicole Emmons from Hartlepool United, and Katie Deeprose and Jessica Duff from Berry Rangers. Saying about Hartlepool United, friends there. They got a great result in the cup, in the League Cup last week against Luton Town Reserve, beating them 9-0. And Nicole Emmons, she managed to get herself a hat-trick. But it is a big weekend for our 2 local sides in the Eastern Region Women's Football League. It's FA Cup weekend, first round proper, and Hertford Town, they've got an away tie to Fakenham Town. So that will be a good test for them. Last week, Hertford Town, they had a League Cup game against the Premier Division St Albans, and they narrowly lost 1-0. Apparently, from all reports there, they were very, very unfortunate to lose that game. And Watson Park ladies, they've got a home tie just over the pitch here from where we are against Luton Town ladies first. So Hertford Town, Watson Park ladies, very best of luck for tomorrow, and we hope to see progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck for both of those sides. Well, let's get on to Ware's youth team, shall we? They went to Barnet on Thursday night. Barnet, a team, as some of you know, I've got a bit of a connection with, and Barnet were very hopeful of their latest crop of youth players before that tie. And it finished Barnet 2, Ware 3. Ware were 2-0 up at half-time. By all accounts, should have been more than that. Barnet came back, made it 2-2, and then a goal 14 minutes from time took Ware through to the first round proper. The goals came 2 from Jamie Ford and 1 from Gabriel Chat. So well done to Ware's youth team. They've got a home draw against Gillingham in the first round. It's going to be played on the week beginning the 30th of October. And the thoughts are, well, my spies tell me, it's likely to be on Wednesday the 1st of November, 7:45 here at Wadson Bar. So watch out for our social media feeds and those of Ware Football Club to find out when that is. And at the moment, I think that we'll be doing a bit of commentary on that as well. Yeah,
definitely. Our fancy of that, and it'll be a great one to do some commentary on. Look at the future for the club here, and just starting speaking, our friends Andy and Kat from Hartlepool United just walking down in front of them. Nice to see them here. But it'll be a great day for the youngsters from their youth, and we'll see what sort of following Gillingham bring up. Obviously, it's a little bit of a journey for them, but I'm sure there'll be parents and family here supporting them as well. So looking forward to it. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, it'll be one to look forward to. Looking forward 7 days till next Saturday. I think it's going to be Where Will He Be next Saturday, isn't it? Because
my daughter's got a cup game, and that's now a 1:30 kick-off. At home to Bedwell Rangers, so unfortunately I won't be able to make it Saturday.
Well, good luck to Lily in that one, and Pete will, I think, be a Biggleswade. Well, actually, I'll be at Bedford because that's where Biggleswade play. So I'll be at Erie for Biggleswade against Ware, live from 2:55. And, it's a ground where Ware might be forgiven getting the shakes a little bit when they go into the car park. They lost their 7-1 against Bedford earlier on the season. But hopefully they'll put in a better performance. They've got work to do here though, as they come out early for the start of the second half. Home side are down to 10 and they trail by a goal to 0, scored inside the second minute. I suppose he's around that time. I think it's Stotfold making him wait a bit. Kevin Gaines got the board here. I don't know whether there's another substitution that we made. He's not coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 8 out there. Freddie's 9. So, trying to work out who's not come out here. Lewis throws the whole back four's there, isn't it? Oh, it isn't. Stefanos Georgio hasn't come out. Back four, isn't it?
As we said, he didn't have the chances that we know he has running down that right hand side. So maybe there's some sort of thought in Paul's mind that he's going to change things up and take him off.
Yeah, it's going to be Richard Enning who's going to come on, and Ware are going to go 3 at the back, I think. I think it's going to be Lewis Rose, Dan Romans and David Sota. As we said in the first half, the Swiss Army knife of the Ware squad. He's equally adept at playing in the back 3, and I think that's how it's going to be. Richard Enning is going to come on. It's going to be interesting where he's going to play, because Liam Dawson normally down this left side. It's John Drover, Mitch Allen in midfield, and then you've got Richard Enning, Romana Mills, Joe Dearman and Liam Dawson. So it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to ask Paul afterwards whether that's, I think it's a tactical move. The 3 at the back.
I mean, it looks like he's going to be on the right hand side, and Joe Dearman's going to drop back a little bit.
Yeah, from Joe May, actually, maybe a back 4 still, having said about being a back 3, with Joe Dearman slotting in right hand side. As you say, Simon, Richard Enning coming in on that right hand side. Take through the lineups when an appropriate break in play. Second half about to get underway on a rainy Saturday at Watson Park. 90 minutes live in association with Easy Shelf. Half time Ware 0, Stotfold 1. Will the next 45 minutes bring? Away we go. Mitch Horn high up and under to the edge of the area. Headed up and down Sears. Horn will get it back in midfield. Thought about going backwards. Turns to go down the line looking for Liam Dawson. His shadow. Lewis Franklin is there. I've got to take my car now. I drove here because I knew it was going to rain. But that one was fun to have it played by Lewis Franklin. Here's Mitch Horn with the throwing for Ware. Got plenty to wind out in the box. Going to get back into this. I think they need to score in the next 15 minutes. Mitch's throw over Dan Rumans, headed out by Gallum Donnelly. As far as Mario, the goal scorer, and Fred Burbage has out quickly, get that out of the lane. Throws it forward, back out by Sears. When we're back in possession with Mitch Hahn onto the head of Franklin. Mitch goes up again with Emily Snee, and there's David Sota. Sota gets a shove from the lane and still going. There's David Sota on the edge of the area. David Sota still going. With the right foot, forces Bonfield into the save. And maybe if that had fallen on his left, it could have been 1-1.
Yeah, that could have been. I don't think he was expected to be able to make that run through. I think before he got to the box, he was looking for the pass to Liam Dawson. There was nothing there wrong for him, so he decided to carry on with his run, go through, and end up with that early opportunity.
Super run by Wales left back. Oh, it's very ill in the edge of the area. Jack Ware quickly goes back. It looks like where did he go from? Callum Donnelly's cross is low and Drow will get it clear. Chipped ball to land on the head of Lewis Franklin, and Liam Dawson puts it off of Donnelly. Stotfold debutant. Donnelly then falls over. He gets a yellow card. Oh, he should know better. Nearly 600 games in non-league football for Gallum Donnelly, and he just dived over and ended up getting a yellow card. Paul Halsey's going to get himself in trouble now, having word said, pointing towards Callum Donnelly, and I think I was going to get a yellow card here. It's all happening. Wilson Clark. He's a strict teacher.
He is indeed, yeah. I mean, the Paul's obviously said something that the ref didn't like. And the ref, I mean, I can understand the ref saying, look, give me a chance, I need to, to issue the yellow card, he needs to write it all down. So, but, I mean, Paul's obviously not happy with something he said, and the referee's giving him a yellow card as well.
Oh, Paul's been yellow carded. All happening. Referee writing the names in the book. It's a frustrating one so far for the Ware manager. There's David Sota. See what Holmes can do about it. Still trailing. They go to forward for Ramaya Mills. Schnee does well. Ball's thumped forward by Lewis Smith. Not much in mind there as Fred Burbage will collect it on the edge of his area. The rain continues to bucket down at Watson Park. Ramaya Mills goes up, and just about enough to get Sears off, and then goes down on the challenge, but Ware get the free hit. It's Stotfold now who are complaining. It's all getting a bit touchy here, isn't it? Another yellow card's coming out. Who's this one going to be aimed at? Stan Sears, I think he's a bit unlucky. But referee is calling Dan Sears towards him. He's going to be another yellow. A flurry of yellow cards at the beginning of this second half. Dan Sears gets himself in the book. John Luke Oswick and Callum Donnelly, who have both been caught by a referee, as has the manager Paul Halsey. And Daniel Furlong's had a red card, so plenty of riding to do for Mr. Evans.
I mean, it's a bit of a strange start to this second half, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure the referee didn't imagine it to be this busy. I just thought he was right enough letting this pencil.
I'm saying nothing. It's Mitch Hahn to take the kick for Ware. He's inside Stotfold territory. Takes with the right boot, curls it in, and Bolson couldn't get his head to it on the first bounce. It's into the chest of Alfie Bonfield. So 4 minutes gone. Second half here, there's 10 men trying to get back into the game. And it's the Stotfold side, and looking for their second away win of the season. They gave a clean sheet in the other one, which was a 3-0 success at Barton. This time it's David Sota who goes down on the challenge from Henry Snee on this near side. Burbage will take the kick, and certainly they're maintaining that 4-2-3 formation. And Richard Emmons come on one side, and Liam Dalston on the other. And then it's a bit unlucky to have been out of the starting line-up. It's some good appearances. East Hearts derby against Hartford, and also had a good game, or two good games against Chelmsford in the FA Cup. David Sota with the throw. Gets for Ramaya Mills. Donnelly's there first. There's Sears. Schnee heads it down. The lane picks it up. And Dan Roman gets in the way. And then Sears a long boot downfield. It's going to curl and stay in play, I think. Fred Burbage is going to have to come out and deal with it. And by the right corner flag. The press is not in the vocabulary of Stotfold, and then Ware get on with it in their own half. As Breyer pushed it forward, up in the air there's Franklin, and Roman's back forward. Here's Jack Breyer, some more aerial tennis. Franklin meets Ramaya Mills. Sota goes up, Liam Dalton bumped into the end, gets off his boot and goes behind for a throw. All very scrappy and untidy, beginning of the second half here. A little bit of needle has crept into it as well. As Franklin will take the throw all the way back to his goalkeeper Alfie Bonfield. And Ware, as I said in the first half, he can get back in the game but maintain a record of having scored in every home game since the 11th of February. As Dan Sears thumps it out on that far side. Looking for Baggage to try and keep it in play, and in fact does keep it in play. Richard Ennin there doing the defending, and Joe Dearman and Ennin do well. And Lewis Rose will clear it off of Mario and behind for a throw into the home side. Rain gets harder. blowing into the faces as Joe Dearman. The ball almost skids out of his arms. So Mitch Hahn has chipped it forward, frankly, not for the first time, but it's Liam Dawson in the air. Snake back for Sears, and they make a mess of it between them. And Mitch Hahn gets away from Donnelly and finds Jack Dreyer. Dreyer's immediately put under pressure, turns back in for Dan Rumans, who curls it forward, looking for Liam Dawson. Dawson's there, he's on the edge of the area, he's got Ryan Mills with right, fires in the shot, and it bounces off of Oswick. Opportunity gone. I think he should have looked for the pass. And at the other end is Mario, brought down by challenge from Dan Rumans, and he's going to get a yellow card.
Dan Rumans is obviously taking one for the team, and I don't think we can have too much to complain about that one.
Dan's third yellow of the campaign so far. He produces it, and we've got defending to be done here. From the free kick with 8 minutes of the second half gone in a very wet Watson Park. Where we've got Ryan Mills and Liam Dawson forward. And 2 back for Stotfold. In fact, Ryan Mills has been called back now. With Dan Sears having come up from the back, you would think that's a pretty smart move. Free kick then is about 25 out, right hand side. There's Franklin, he's there with Haroon Marial. It's going to be Franklin, he's going to take it. Let's have a dead ball responsibility as the 20-year-old fullback. Curls the ball across, up they go, and it's Dan Rumans who gets it clear. And Maya Mills brings the ball away on that far side. Mills still going, can keep it in, he does well. In the end, break Richard Ennin here. Ennin's got Liam Dawson in the box. Franklin again, it's there first. And finds Lewis Smith on the far side. Long ball forward. Lewis Rhodes will watch that one and watch it go out of play. Willino will just keep it in. Down by the corner flag. But Lewis Franklin is having some game at right back.
Yeah, he's having a fantastic game, isn't he? You know, he's really giving Liam no rest at all. Liam having to work harder to find his opportunities. But full credit to Lewis. We know what he's capable of, and he's looking after Liam for quite fine.
Rolling ball, says the referee, as Dan Rogan stumps it into the Stotfold half. Richard Ennin has to go back and collect it.
I think the thing is as well, like I said in the first half, that frustration's creeping in with Liam as well. He needs to try and control that, because that's really not going to do him.
Certainly with Ware down to 10 men, you need to look for openings when they appear, and one certainly appeared there. He could have found the Ryan Mills, but decided to shoot instead. Burbage looking for Liam, he's tussling away with Lewis Franklin. This time he gets away from him momentarily and then threads the ball out on that far side over Richard Ennin, volleyed into the way out half by Bagg, and Lewis Rhodes will put it all the way back to Fred Burbage. So Stotfold at the moment, happy to just absorb the Ware pressure, despite the fact they've got a man advantage. Ryan Mills beats Sears in the air. Here is Liam Dawson, but the linesman's flag has gone up on that far side of the field. It's going to be a substitution here. First one for Stotfold. Which number goes up. It's going to be the number 4. It's going to be Callum Donnelly who's going to come off on his debut. Having got that yellow card. And on is Alex Coppin, 30-year-old midfield player. Very much midfield player for a midfield player. So no real change in formation. Donnelly will stroll off. It's a little bit of a look down the touchline, and continues the debate with Paul Halsey, who do well to stay out of this one, because Paul's going towards him, and we don't need this. And the referee, there's all this pressure going on now between coaching staff and Matt Walsh, and that's all got a little bit ugly. Eklund and Shea getting involved, 4 horses on the pitch, and the referee needs to sort this.
Yeah, himself, no fans there, any player, they're going up to just let it go, Paul. It's not worth getting involved with. Just let him walk off the pitch. We'll have a catch the Stotfold bench or walk down the tunnel. And so it's not a necessary thing to start with.
Well, Mitch Hahn did a good job there. He showed his experience, and Mitch Hahn was shepherding his manager back to the dugout. Joe O'Brien as well, trying to separate the players. Referee's having a debate here with his assistant. We'll see what happens. I've got a feeling Paul might be sitting next to us in the stands in a minute. He may get another yellow card from our referee. Mr. Evans is trying to sort it out. He's going back on the touchline. I think that's what's going to happen here. Joe O'Brien is, referee's pointing to the dugout. There's going to be a card that's going to come out for the Ware manager here, or is it from Matt Walsh? No, in fact, there's one from Matt Walsh. So one of the Ware substitutes is going to get his name in the book without actually taking part in the action on the pitch. A bit of a fun character, I think, Matt Walsh. He was there. He's a big fella. I don't know about that. Matt Walsh is going to get a yellow. He's going to be when the referee's no open balls. He is not going to get any further recrimination from our referee. So 2 yellows and a red for Ware, and 3 yellows for Stotfold.
I mean, let's think. I mean, referee, he's got no marking to do next week, has he? You know, it's half term, so he needs to keep himself busy. He's got, he's got a nice long match to go to.
He certainly has, yeah. Okay, it's going to restart. Play has restarted. Alfie Bonfield chips it up into the Ware half. Elaine's header. When it comes David Sota in once more goes Elaine. And, I've had a little bit of sympathy with Ware over the Stotfold bench, because every time a Ware player goes in for the ball, they're just screaming for a free kick, which I've got to say is what Paul did with Callum Donnelly is equally not helpful.
No, it's not. But I mean, I'm sure people can hear the Stotfold bench. They're just screaming for everything that's going on. It's unnecessary, I think the thing is, you have to learn, we've said it before as well, but you keep making these appeals, you're not going to change the referees and it's too much, it's absolutely been constant all day. You need to know from the very start of the game, from the very first listen, it's just carried on throughout the game.
It's Paul Donnelly, the assistant manager, who was getting involved with all the players. Callum Donnelly coming off. We've got the manager, Brett Donnelly, very ballistic on the side there. Off they gave the ball away. It's Donnelly's all round there. So as far as we're concerned, the only factor that they want to take into account is they trail by a goal to nil. Dan Romans volleyed forward by Coppin, back out by Lewis Rose. Lynn Dalton trying to get there, but Mario puts in his own half. And Dan Sears brings it forward, finds Lewis Franklin on the near side. Franklin's ball is not a bad one, and Bagwell's coming up, can get his head to it, and Lewis Rose follows it clear. When Ryan Mills can't get hold of it, Noswith will put it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Alfie Bonfield. Bonfield's high up and under. David Sota, who's been solid as he's been all season this afternoon with the header. Lewis Rose forward, looks to release Dawson, losing the way. Lewis Franklin runs out for a throw in. Kerr's come out, having been unluckily substituted because of the red card. Down the line from Sota, headed on Dan Sears. Mario's picked up those little positions just behind the front players and in front of the midfield, and we haven't really dealt with that at times. Didn't deal with it then either. Lewis Smith finds Alex Coppin. Smith gets the ball back down the walking base. Walking football from Stotfold. Well, why not? They lead by a goal to nil, but you would feel with 11 against 10, they want to push forward for a second, which surely would wrap the game up for them. An overload on this near side with Henry Snee and Franklin. And that's what brings it in this direction to Dan Sears now. He goes forwards, and lets it run. And Ricochet brings in Liam Dawson midway inside his own half. Has to go all the way back to Fred Burbidge. Picks the ball up, looks up, dribbles it out to the edge. He's relented a little bit. He's kick forward. Liam Dalton gets his head there. It's Remiah Mills. Remiah Mills against Sears. Remiah Mills. He held off Dan Sears. Liam Dalton got the flick on. The 10 men are right back in the game. First goal in a wet shirt for Remiah Mills.
You said with Stotfold, playing people and knocking it about, and then you're really surprised that they weren't going for a second goal. And that's exactly why they should have been doing that. We've just run in the game to go, and with just a 1-0 lead, you can't sit back and relax and hope that the results can be done. 10 men, you know what happens against 10 men. They'll all try and hold a little bit of evidence, and where they deserve it,
it's going to be interesting from here on. Both teams react to that. Remiah Mills' first goal in a shirt. Liam Dalton playing a big part in it as well. Mills showed really good strength against Dan Sears to put the ball beyond the Bond field, but his bag at the other end, but can't control it away by Lewis Rose. Joe Demon goes in with Richard Enning, who hasn't really had a chance to get into the game since coming on at half-time. Forward, here's Dan Sears. They come in the opposite direction. It brings in Lewis Smith. Lewis Smith far side for Kane. Kane finds Alex Coppin. Suddenly, it's not walking football from Stotfold anymore. They've picked up the pace. Lewis Smith forward, his ball to Marielle and David Sota as well again. Pops up for Remiah Mills, closing down Ostwick. Ostwick has to volley the ball out. The Ware crowd beginning to get behind their team here. The 10 men back in the game. After Darian Furlong was sent off 41 minutes into the first half. The tackle we have seen on Maroon Marielle, and to be fair to referee Joshua Evans, will think he got it just about right. It's going to be a ban, obviously, which we'll have to deal with. For a moment, I want to deal with and get the second goal in this game. But keep Stotfold down at the other end. It's Elaine coming forward, fires it in. Easy for Fred Burbage. Straight at the goalkeeper on the edge of his 6-yard box. Well, second half of games, Ware have been pretty productive. That was their 19th second half goal so far this season. When you consider that Stotfold have only scored 14 all season, that's not a bad record. Here's Liam Dalton, but Franklin does well again. Long ball forward looking for his attacking threat, but Fred Burbage gets there first for Ware. Fred's kick long on forward. Mitch Harm will go up. Franklin wins it in the air. He's not the biggest fullback, but he's got good spring about him. There's Franklin. David Soder's got it midway inside the Stotfold half. Takes the throw, looks for Remiah Mills, hit it out by Lewis Smith. Back off the head of Mitch Harm, up in the air by Emerald Snow. Dan Romans is wrestling away with Curtis Elaine. And once again, we've got the shouts from the Stotfold bench. All this chipped forward. And Bagger helps it towards Elaine. Up in the air goes Dan Romans, and out comes Freddie Burbage. Going to be in that Stotfold dressing room if someone puts sugar in the tea of the management duo and they don't take it.
You say something, you get a sore throat and all this. How does he do it? Every match, he must have no voice to
Maybe Mrs. D is as thankful as Mrs. H is for that sometimes, who knows? Anyway, it's Richard Enning puts it through. Liam Dalton almost going through, and an outstretched leg, and it was a long outstretched leg of Dan Steers. Puts it away for a corner. So Ware a good corner. So Wolsey is barking out instructions. Joe O'Brien's having a little bit of a word with the referee's assistant in front of us. Mitch Harm's going to take the corner. We got two back, David Soto and Joe Dearman. Now 22 minutes into the second half, and we stand at 1-1. Upwards and Bark. Here's Mitch's corner, short this time to Liam Dawson. Dawson puts it across the box, far post headed out by Dan Sears. Here's Richard Ennin. Ennin does well to control the ball away from Henry Sneed. Grail was looking for Liam Dawson, who for once had escaped the clutches of Lewis Franklin manages to get the ball. Ball goes out for a throw in, but Ware are going to have to tend to Mitch Hahn, who would have banged on the head and going up, and Stotfold are going to make another substitution. It's going to be Mamadou Diallo who's going to come on, and Lewis Smith who is going to go off. Diallo is former Barton Rovers player, 19-year-old. So Lewis Smith who's worked hard, and Stotfold's midfield comes off. Diallo will come on. Mitch is okay, he's just scratching the back of his head, very good, a bit of a bang. No physio was required. David Soto will throw in for Ware, and the line over Ryan Mills, but again there's playing up for a push against Ryan Mills, which is an interesting one because actually he was in front of Dan Sears, so I'm not quite sure how he managed to push him. Referee obviously saw something that we did. It's Alfie Bonfield taking a free hit for Stotfold. Up goes Dan Rumans with Elaine. Elaine does well, get the ball away from him. Finds the substitute Diallo, but he's lost it, and here comes Jack Dreyer. Chips the ball forward, super ball for Liam Dawson. Dawson does a left-hand edge of the area. Franklin's there with him. Dawson drifts inside, plays it to Jack Dreyer, goes across the box, in by Mitch Hahn, and saved by John Terry. Again, well, just lost momentum there. Liam Dawson had a good chance, drifted inside, and Stotfold quick to get players back.
Yeah, I mean, another good player. It's fantastic ball over the top to Liam Dawson. He's made it nice. Just to break inside is Franklin. It's good effort from Mitch Hahn. Yeah, more promising from there, and since they got that goal, the crowd's getting behind them as well. Hope they can push them over the line.
It's Henry Sneed puts the ball across the lane, puts it back to Mario, who thumps it over the top of the crossbar. I think Ware have been the better side since they went down to 10 men. Stotfold have found it difficult, certainly haven't created the kind of chances they did in the opening 45 minutes. Now this is interesting. Ryan Mills has come to the left here, and Liam Dawson's going through the centre. So I think Liam Dawson's going to be glad to see the back of Lewis Franklin for a while. He's got Dan Steers to deal with, and pushes him in the first instance, and he's going to take the free kick, and a little bit of a word from the referee. Alfie Bonfield comes out and will take the free kick for Stotfold. Number of goals, actually. Of course, Ware's record in the final part of games stands alone for many seasons. They've already scored 8 in the last 10 minutes of matches this season. So, Stotfold, interestingly, haven't conceded one in the last 10. Long kick forward by Fred Burbage, looking for Richard Ennin, who managed to kick the ball away from Callum Kane. Here's Ryan Mills. Mills goes down at the challenge edge of the area. The ball ricochets to the far side, and Ware will get a corner. 4th of the afternoon for 10-man Ware. Mitch Hahn will go across to take it. Stotfold have 2 forward, and now David Soto and Joe Dearman back. Mitch taking his time. Lewis Rose and Dan Rumans up from the back from Ryan Mills inside the 6-yard box, trying to put pressure on Bonfield, who's not the tallest of goalkeepers. Mitch Hahn drives across the box, on by Lewis Rose and away by Diallo. He's near side, and Mariel does well to get it in play, as Liam Dawson was happy to let it run out, and it didn't go. David Sota's got a free header. He's going to go out now in front of the Ware dugout. Lewis Franklin will take the throw back to his goalkeeper, Alfie Bonfield. Turns to 10 men of Ware. went down inside 2 minutes for Mariel's goal when he was left alone on the left-hand edge of the Ware area, putting Stotfold in front. Mariel fell on getting a yellow card 41 minutes in. And then the equaliser coming from Maya Mills is first in a Ware shirt after 62 minutes. And Williams surely that must have been a foul. On the far side there, Callum Kane all over the top of Richard Enning. But the referee not giving anything, and Stotfold got a throw in on the far side. Here's Mariel, who's played well, number 11, finds Henry Snee down the line, looking for Franklin, but this time it's Liam Dolson who's doing the defending against Lewis Franklin who's doing the attacking. Chips it forward, Mills goes in with Sears, who didn't know a lot about it, but in the end managed to thread the ball forward by Jack Craig. Jack Craig's ball's got Richard Enning down the left-hand side, behind the Mills, Craig makes his way into the box and does so. It's Richard Enning against Dan Sears, Richard Enning, almost beats himself, and he's still in possession, but just Enning going across the box, and the challenge comes in, and Stotfold get themselves a free kick on the edge of their own 18-yard box, and wanted to get it on the left foot and just lost his way, Richard Enning.
Yeah, again, I think the slippery surface with the rain hasn't helped him there at all. He's just lost his foot a little bit just before he was trying to turn and get the shot away. But a lovely ball again, found himself through. Referees rightly play on. More concentrate for it. As I said, they're looking the better side in the second half, especially since the red card for Darren Ford. It's Stotfold that won the
Jack Crowe's got 6 goals this season. Sometimes he drifts out of games, but he's capable of playing that kind of pass. He can really set things up. The ball goes all the way out on the far side, another goal on the far side. Fred Burbage to direct to take the goal kick. 16 minutes plus time added on, of which there will be a bit for all the shenanigans which occurred when Paul Wolsey strode down the touchline. So plenty of time for Ware to get the winner that they will receive. I think they'll think they got out of jail free if they do get a winner in this one. Having gone down to 10 men, who's Mills can't push it forward. Diallo, a bit of physical strength, and number 14, Joe Dearman, who ended a judge to a fouled bag. So it's going to be a free kick to the visitors. Callum Kane is going to leave it to Lewis Franklin. Franklin will go across. Right by the touchline, right opposite our coming through position, which is about 10 yards inside the half, defended by Ware. And Franklin with the right boots, long, a high one, lanes on the far post. 2 Ware players go down on the challenge, and the referee Ware the free kick, and Roman's a little slow to get up. Worked on by his central defensive partner, Lewis Rose. Plenty of appearances between those two. Dan Rumans is making his 99th Ware appearance. Lewis Rose is 214th. So, real experience in the centre of that Ware defence. I'll leave Freddie Burbage out, by the way, it's his 57th. Fred's kick for Liam Dolson brings it down nicely. Finds David Soter, cuts down the space, but at the expense of a throw-in, which finds Maya Mills, who gets a shove in the back from Sears, but manages to keep hold of the ball well. Here's Mears again. Mitch Hahn brings in David Soter. Richard Enning's touch, looking for Maya Mills, bounces off and he goes midway inside. Stotfold up in the air by Joe Dearman. Free header for Alex Copping, who only had it up in the air. Soter does well. Up goes Mitch Hahn. And Maya Mills just shields it away, tries to send Mitch going down the left, can't do so. Back in by David Soter. Out by Diallo. Someone's going to shout 30 love in a minute. And Mitch Hahn. Richard Enning scurrying down the left-hand side. Liam Dolson's in the box with Maya Mills in the box. Mitch Hahn's coming to the edge of the area. Mitch Hahn does well, tees up the shot, fires it in one bounce straight into the chest of Alfie Bonfield. Good idea by Mitch, but just didn't get the bat behind it. Back comes Stotfold with Callum Kane. Brings in the Haroon Mariel. Mariel goes down under challenge from Mitch Hahn. With a free kick on the halfway line for Stotfold. 13 minutes remaining at Watson Park. Hartford were 3-1 up at half-time, in case you missed it in the half-time sequence. Bedford were 1-0 up against Cirencester. Kings Langley were getting thumped at North Lee. And so were AFC Dunstable at home to Waltham Abbey. But that's going to be an interesting one to see at full-time. As we know, Waltham Abbey have a habit of a little bit unpredictable. Second corner of the afternoon should have been conceded by Joe Dearman for Stotfold. So some work for Lewis Franklin to do. He will go over and take the kick. William Dawson standing on the halfway line. Richard Enning is going in that direction as well. And Nick Coppin and Callum Kane are the two defenders for Stotfold. Diallo's inside the 6-yard box, making a nuisance of himself against Fred Burbage. High corner, up goes Sears. Burbage goes up, collects it comfortably off the header for number 14. Kicks it forward, looking for Dawson. Just took a little bit of weight off it, did Liam Dawson, but in the end it ran all the way through to Bonfield, taking his time on the edge of the area. The goalkeeper. Taking no doubt of Stotfold's book, and I guess with 10 men you're not really going to want to press too much because you're going to leave some gaps. Lewis Rhodes heads the ball to Franklin. Franklin's volley on the far side brings him back. He's been pretty quiet in the second half. To be fair to Joe Dearman, quite a lot has been down to Joe Dearman, who slotted in quite nicely in the right fullback role.
Yeah, I think we saw him play there once before earlier in the season, didn't we? And he's made that change quite easily for him. And it's good, Paul will be back on. We like those first two players, as you said earlier, with David Sosa. But Joe's another one of those that can slot in anywhere apart from, obviously his favourite position that's on the right wing.
Ariel fired in a shot, takes a deflection, I think, off Dan Rumours. Might have been Liam Dawson in the end. Net result, anyway, is a corner, which will be taken by Lewis Franklin on this near side. 11 minutes to go. Watson Park 1-1 in a lively encounter, I think I'll call it, being subtle. It's certainly been one you couldn't take your eyes off. Unusual, it's been a game which has been worth coming out in the dreary weather too. And certainly very much in the balance here. 10 men Ware against the 11 of Stotfold. Lewis Franklin's corner goes up. The header comes off the top of the crossbar from Dan Sears. Stan Rumours couldn't stop him. Fred Burbage might have got it if he had dipped under, but he is, what do you reckon, 6'7"?
I mean, he's got to be something close to that, hasn't he? He is a very sort of player. Like we said, you line it up against some of those other players as well. And, that's the chance of you see how team he really is.
He's a big threat at set pieces, but crossbar got in the way on that occasion. Here he is again with Wyatt Mills, but Diallo hits it toward flag. His overhead kick hopefully tries to bring Mary Ellen to the play, but Lewis Rose does well to get there ahead of the Stotfold man. The two of them just have a little bit of a set too, but nothing too serious as the ball runs out for a throw in. Thankfully the game seems to have calmed down since we had a bit of that going on in this second half. Joe Dearman's going to take the throw in for Ware down by the corner flag. So he's throwing, look for Richard Enning, comes off the shoulder of Diallo and goes out for another throw in. Joe advances to midway inside the Ware half. 1-1, we're looking for a winner. Knowing, of course, that Kings Langley were down at half time, and so were Cirencester, so make significant progress against them if they manage to get 3 points. Significant progress for Hartford, which is good news. 3-1 up at half time, send there to a couple of goals for them. They move on to 14 and played 11. One kick forward by Fred Burbage, who Sears with a free header forward by Dan Rumours, and referee suggested that Elaine's foot was high. I mean, to be fair, I think he was a bit unlucky because Dan Rumans was horizontal and diving to get the header in. But Elaine's debating that fact with Mr. Evans, who tells Mitch Hahn exactly where he wants it taken from, which is having a bit of a dialogue with the Ware bench. Right on the halfway line it is. Rumans has come up from the back, so there's Lewis Rose. Here's the kick. It's aimed at Lewis Rose, who goes up between three players. The ball will break to Ryan Mills, will hands over the box. Mills tries to get it across, good defending by Oswick. The ball goes out for a throw in to Ware. They do fancy the long word. You think Mitch Hahn was going backwards, but actually he's making his tracks over now to take the long throw on that far side of the field. 2 forward by Stotfold. In fact, 4 players who got all in front of the ball, which is going to be hurled into their 18-yard box. That was brave. As I say, that was brave. Mitch Hahn will take the throw in, which then he look for the short one. He goes long and it's headed out again by Oswick. And then we'll have another opportunity on that far side of the field. And, once again, it's Mitch Hahn who's going to take the throw in down the line, looking for Richard Enning. Enning keeps it in play. Tries to find Mitch again. He wants the ball run under his foot. He's midway inside the Stotfold half. Looks to send Jack Dreyer in right hand side of the box, but all goes wrong. And the ball will go behind for a goal kick to the visitors. 7 minutes before the end of the game, we have in time added on 4 stoppages. Rainy afternoon level here. There'll be a match coming up later, of course. They've got England against South Africa. So there's Mitch Hahn going forward. Hahn with challenge coming in from Alex Coppin. Coppin loses his feet, and in the end the Hahn call isn't good. Headed up in the air though by Kane. And Richard Enning's challenge along with Joe Dearman, and Dearman comes away with the ball right inside of the box. Here's Joe Dearman. Having to go backwards. Joe Dreyer offers himself. Dreyer then is brought down by Diallo. It's going to be big in number 6. So, Mamadou Diallo. So taking the referee's book for the foul on Jack Dreyer. We've got a free kick here, 20 yards out, right-hand side. So defending to be done by Stotfold here. It's a 2-man wall. If I'm being generous, 2 yards away from the ball. They're going to have to go back some. And we've got 2 players over the ball. Dan Romans and Mitch Hahn are there. And it's a 4-man wall that now is... I mean, what is the point of 4 then? You just know you're going to have to go back. And, they almost went back 10 yards.
I see no idea. Crazy. No point in it at all. I've got no idea what their idea was.
Mitch Hahn and Dan Romans then. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Mitch. Straight into the wall. Bounces back Jack Dreyer and just wide of the target. On forward against Broadway. Jack Dreyer's got a habit of popping up and scoring late goals. Almost got another one there. Just couldn't get it right. So I don't think you can hear that, but as duty bound as a commentator I say, if you have heard anything that upset you from the Stotfold bench, then I apologise. They should apologise for themselves as well. But do without that, even however much pressure you're under. David Soter up in the air, popping heads it out on this near side. There'll be a throw in for Ware. David Soter he's just Mr. Solid, isn't he, David Soter? Dependable every game you see him play.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a fantastic addition to this squad that Paul's brought in.
Both him and down the line with Lee and Dalton, Oswick's favourite to get there, but anywhere will do, and thumps it into the trees. Ball arrives very quickly from the Ware dugout, conscious of the fact there's only 4 minutes plus time added on for stoppages remaining. Not going to go for the long throw, I don't think. Joe Dearman's going to take it on the far side, or are they going to go for the long throw? Mitch Hahn is coming towards him, and Mitch is going to take the long throw. Ray absolutely pouncing down now at Hodson Park. Hope you bought your umbrella if you're walking. Mitch Hahn's throw is headed out on Oswick. He's had a solid game as well. We've got Oswick for Stotfold. It's going to be another throw this time midway inside the Stotfold half. Really has been all Ware pressure in the second half, despite the fact they're down for 10 men. So Dearman will take the throw in. Look at Dan Rumans, who's been pushed forward out once again by Luke Oswick. And once again he's put another one out the ground. Another one arrives quickly from the Ware dugout. And Mitch Hahn will take the throw in on that far side of the field. Dan Rumans again has been pushed up as an auxiliary striker. Walking out by back. Mitch Hahn will advance to parallel to the edge of the Stotfold 18-yard area. He will take the throw. Dan Rumans in there again. Even Lewis Rose is coming up from the back. Oh, he wants 3 points here. No doubt about that. Mitch Hahn throws the ball into the box. Copping goes up and gives Ware a corner. Mitch Hahn will go across. Ware's 5th corner of the afternoon. With time running out. 2 minutes plus time added on to go. Mitch will take it. Lewis Rose and Dan Romans are there. I've got to say Stotfold are brave here. They're defending against 10 men. It's 1-1 and they've got 3 players outside their 18-yard box. Which is a strange sight. Driven across and headed out well by Alex Coppin. Could be a possibility here for Stotfold. Maybe that works, but David Soter's there. Give that pass right to Liam Dolson. Stotfold will have a throw midway inside their own half. They're going to make a substitution, and it's going to be a familiar figure for us and for Ware fans, as Robbie Buchanan is about to join us. He will come on for Katie Bag, who's going off. So Robbie will, too many of these Ware players will name, of course. Lewis Rose and Dan Romans will. And Liam Dolson, anybody else will. He's gone for the box of ball outside his area. Chips it forwards, put it on by a lane. Here's Mariel inside the box. Where got defended to be done here. Henry Sneed thumps it off the back of Lewis Rose and it goes behind for a corner. So we're in the last minute. And it's a corner to the visitors. We stand up 1-1 here. We've drawn 1 in the league this season. That was equally as dramatic. 4-4 against Tame United. And Ware scored in the last minute. In fact, well into time added on for stoppages. At the moment, Stotfold are hanging on to the point here. Franklin's corner, up they go, and the header is from Dan Rumans, then from Ramaya Mills to the edge of the area. Robbie Buchanan volleys it forward straight off of Dan Rumans. Fred Burbage comes out. Long high kick to the far side. Coppin's there with Richard Ennin. Ball comes off of Coppin first, and Ware will have a throw in. So Dearman will take the throw for Jack Dreyer. Dreyer down the line looking for Richard Ennin. Ennin, surrounded by yellow shirts, manages to avoid them by Mitch Hahn. Is Jack Dreyer. Dreyer forward looking for Ennin. Ennin's in there, right outside. He's inside the box, and flag goes up on the far side. And the ball went over. And once again, indecision. If he did that cross early, Ware could have been in, but Richard Ennin delayed. And a story of his time on the pitch since he's come on at half time. It's going to be Alfie Bonfield. He's going to take the goal kick. We're in time added on. We've already had a minute of it. I don't know how many is going to be added on, because nobody's told us. Ramaya Mills is wrestling with Sears. Mills goes down, thinks he's got a free kick. Referee thinks otherwise. Robbie Buchanan going to keep the ball in. And Joe Dearman will scurry across and take the throw for Ware. Last chance to lose before Wolsey's side. So can he get out of this with all 3 points on what he will consider, I'm sure, a disappointing afternoon for them. Throw by Dearman over everybody's head. Oswick up in the air. he's going to get there first. Joe Dearman's there is brought down by Meriel, and Ware will have a free kick which Freddie Burbage is going to take. Still, we go on here at Watson Park, 2 minutes played. I think we've probably got about another 2 left behind the stoppages we've had in the second half. Fred Burbage chips the ball forward, looks for a Maya Mears, it's got a shove in the back there, which the referee didn't pick up. The first one is forward by Callum Kane, looking to release Robbie Buchanan. Again, Robbie can't beat the ball in, and Ware will have a throw in which Joe Dimmer will take quickly back to his goalkeeper Freddie Burbage. Elaine will close down the space. Fred does well, looks for Maya Mills, goes up with Sears. Anywhere will do by Copping. Could pick up Henry Snee here. David Sota's there with him. Snee fires in the shot, bounces off of Sota and goes behind for a corner to Stotfold. So maybe it's the visitors now. Big Dan Sears coming up from the back where we've got defending to do. 3 minutes into time added on for stoppages. Richard Ennin and Liam Dawson stay forward. Everybody else is back inside box. 18-yard box, high one again. Here's Henry Snee, can't control it. Sears couldn't get his head to it. Snee's gone forward, once again comes up Mitch Hard. There will be another corner for Stotfold. Time really running out here for Ware. Referee looking at his watch. Here's Franklin. Not in too much hurry to take it, and Stotfold will be happy with a point here. Good point for them as well. Where no disappointment for them. 8th home game of the season. This will be draw number 3, possibly. Can they break at the other end? Referee just having a little bit of word. I'm happy with something going on inside the 18-yard area. Franklin will take the corner. High one. Here comes Fred Burbage. Does well to get a fist to it. Under real pressure. Back in by Lewis Franklin. Behind. Referee, another look at the watch. Are we going to get just one more opportunity for the home side? Fred Burbage, hurry up. Got to front this one forward. Ware pushing players forward. Really is the last chance saloon time surely for Ware now. And they're not going to get that chance because it ends here at Watson Park. Disappointingly for the home side in the end, but they've managed to hold on to a point and they played the whole of the second half and 4 minutes of the first with 10 men. Finished here, Ware 1, Stotfold 1.
Well, I mean, as we said, we had the start of the second half. Stotfold, made those last 5-10 minutes a little bit interesting. They'll be happy with the point. Paul obviously won't be happy with the point. They was going for the week towards the end of the game. Chances for either side. And overall, I think quite entertaining games after.
Yeah, certainly incident packed for Meriel for Stotfold inside 2 minutes. And Remind was after 62. Over his first goal in a Ware shirt. And Barry Furlong getting the first use of the loofah after 41 minutes for a crunching challenge on Meriel. We thought it was a red card. No doubt Paul Halsey will have words to say about it. He's having words to say at the moment to our referee, Mr. Evans, who showed him a yellow card during the course of the second half. And thoughts of the Ware manager will be on 90 Minutes Live post-match tomorrow, of course. So let's see what's been happening elsewhere in the league. That point means Ware have played 9 and will have 17 points and remain with a goal difference of plus 4. Bedford and Northley, the top 2, were in front. Siren Sesta and Kings Langley, the other 2 in the top 5 game, were both behind at half-time. So we'll see what that means. After we think around the field, well, not the field, and then possibly travelling Stotfold fans. But round of applause for the Ware players. They worked hard. It wasn't going to be their afternoon. They will pick up next week. They'll be following them to Biggleswade. Interesting game that will be against Biggleswade to the other side at the Erie. All trying to get out the rain. Again continues to thump down. Ryan Mills the last one. Worked hard for his first goal. Did Ware's number 9, and 21st home goal of the season. 34 all told so far. It's a team that knows how to find the net and also kept up a record, of course, of scoring in every home game since the 11th of February when they drew a blank against Didcot. So Hartford were 3-1 up against Thames. Sendage got a couple in the first half. Let's see if they added to that. And get themselves there or thereabouts. Can move on to 14 points. In fact, we'll be level on points with Stotfold then on 14. So they'll still find themselves 9th or 10th in the division, which should do very nicely for their Nerds team. Wellington City haven't got a game, didn't have a game this Saturday, although they did have a friendly which Mark Weatherston had organised, but not too sure what happened with that one. Be on the socials, of course. Don't forget, keep up with the 90 Minutes Live social medias and throughout the week. And let's get those scores from the rest of Southern League Division 1 Central.
Yeah, I mean, they're not all final scores confirmed, but I can bring you the actual latest. I know some of them are full-time. So AFC Dunstable 2, Wolverhampton Abbey 5, so Wolverhampton Abbey managed to hold on to that 4-0 half-time lead. Aylesbury United 2, Hadley 3, so another 3 points for Hadley. Biggleswade managed to come back in the second half against Barton Rovers and winning 2-1. Bedford Town, they beat Cirencester by 2-1. I'm going to leave the Hartford one to the end for you. Okay? Leighton Town 1, Hempston Rovers 3. And another couple of goals in the second half between Northley and Kings Langley. Northley ending up 4-1 winners. And Biggleswade Town, they beat Pidlington by 3-1. But back to the Hartford game, I can tell you there's 2 more goals in the second half. And Hartford managed to get both of them.
Hey.
Garzon and Sendeje. So Sendeje hat-trick and Ryan Burnell as well getting the goal with Hartford win 5-1. Fantastic result for them.
That is a terrific result for Ben Hurd, who was saying we do everything but put the ball back in the back of the net. They certainly did it this afternoon. And they've moved on to 14 points in their 10 games, and more importantly, their goal difference now has gone from -3 to +2, which can't be bad. Top of the table then will remain Bedford, 10 games, 26 points. Northley in second, these two separating themselves from the pack now because they have played 10 and will have 24 points. Ware will move up a place in the third, above Cirencester, having played 9 with 17, and then you've got Cirencester, Kings Langley and Rawtham Abbey. So despite the fact that they only drew here, Ware have gone up one place in the table, very much in the hunt. The rain's waited to blow. It's got up a pitch that absolutely pour down here at Wadsworth Park. So well, wherever you've been listening from the Beds Heart board, thank you for joining us here on 90 Minutes Live in association with Easy Shelf. Thank you to Stotfold also for giving us the social media coverage during the week to plug our commentary of the game. Paul Hussey will be on 90 Minutes Live post-match in association with Easy Shelf tomorrow. And his comments, I think, are going to be interesting, Simon.
Yes. I can't wait to see what he's got to say to us. So I think, it's going to be an interesting reaction.
Midweek action for a couple of our teams this week, by the way. Wellington City go to Biggleswade Town on Tuesday, and Hartford have that Hart Senior Cup game against Enfield Friday night at 7:45. I will be at the Erie this time next week, hopefully not in this kind of weather, when Ware will take on Biggleswade. Till then, I'll leave you with the full-time score here. Ware 1, Stotfold 1. Come on England in the rugby, and have a good evening.